And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gloomhaven. This is how we're going to do things from now on. I have already set up for the coming mission with the team that I want. I have bought the items that I want to apply. I have not checked this button yet. What is this? Perks. Okay, so we don't have any perks yet to do anything with. That's fine. There's a button here that I discovered. You can redo your decks with different abilities, and so I have done this again already, and I know how to show you these things better than here, so we'll cover that as we come into the mission. The next thing is the money spending. I've thought that with 200 gold I would be remiss if I didn't buy something, so I have done exactly that. I have bought 2 items that make killing easier rather than 2 items that protect me better, because I feel like what is most important is to take enemies off the field before we run out of gas and get exhausted from burning cards, rather than adding more tankiness to ourselves, lasting longer, but then suddenly we die because our cards burn. So I have bought the Eagle Eye goggles, and I thought we would add those to the Spellweaver. During your attack, you gain advantage on the entire attack action, meaning you draw 2 attack modifiers and pick the better. Bind that to her. And we have to learn this whole binding thing, which apparently costs 15 to unbind them here, so half. And then I will add the hand item, a poison dagger, to the brute. All it does is add poison to a single attack, and it can be reused. I'll briefly cover that there were some other things that I thought about getting, like the hide armor here. I think is incredibly good. For the next 2 sources of damage from attacks targeting you, you gain 1 shield. Sounds great, and it's a reusable thing, so like that's great for 10 gold. But it adds -1, 2. I think this is how it's supposed to be. You add 2 -1 attack modifiers to your attack modifier deck. That's terrible. And so it's probably worth it for 10. I can't make myself do it right now. We'll see how squishy my guys are. Then there's the Warhammer here, which I think is amazing. But this is a single-use deck card. Like it gets exhausted after, like not exhausted, but destroyed permanently once you use it once for 30 gold. That's pretty expensive, I think. So I bought 2 things that can be reused multiple times and give like a little bit of it. And we'll hope that'll be enough. So we have a choice between the Hollow Men over here. A lot of us is played by walking zombies, corpses, clear a nearby Crypt of the Blight. Or we can go to set a trap. This area of merchant camps is now silent due to nightly bandit raids. Set a trap and drive the bandits away. And this is the one that I have selected because I want this minor mana potion design, which I think is pretty cool. So we will travel there. This is also the mission that I have tried before. Oh, but we have an encounter on the way there. Okay, like I've just to finish my own sentence, I have completed this mission once before on a lower difficulty setting in my testing run, and once we have done this now, we will be beyond anything that I have seen in Gloomhaven, including this. I don't know what's happening here. The looted body of an Inox lies slumped against a tree stump up ahead. As you get closer, you notice a dagger protruding from her chest. Remove the dagger. This will be a trap, but I will remove the dagger. The corroded blade breaks off as you try to remove the dagger from her chest. As you toss the useless hilt aside, you catch a glint of a small amount of coins clenched tightly in her fist. You pry them from her grasp and continue down the road. Okay, so we gain 8. Okay, whatever. You find a large clearing in a small copse and set it up to look like a normal merchant's camp. As night falls, you hear low voices converge on your location. As they charge into the clearing, you jump up, ready to teach the bandits a lesson they won't forget. However, you just didn't expect there to be quite so many of them. The objective is to kill 10 bandits of any kind of the mix that they will be shown. And then there's no time limit. They will keep spawning. We just have to keep killing until we've killed 10, then we win. So before entering a dungeon, each mercenary must choose 1 out of 2 battle goals. A battle goal is a secret objective the mercenary tries to complete inside the dungeon, and failing it has no drawback, but successfully completing it and the scenario will earn the character rewards shown. There's also another thing that I needed to point out, and I'm not sure about this whole tutorial gaining XP and gold kind of thing. The Scoundrel and the Brute has gained that extra XP that I talked about, but the Mind Thief and the Spellweaver have not. It is undeniable that the gold is higher now than it was in my testing run, but that may be because of the difficulty setting. What do I know? We're just going to continue playing, and maybe someone will have already posted a comment about how I am silly and that I got the rules all wrong. It's all good. We did the tutorial missions, and I thought it was a good introduction for those that may be new to the game. So each character here can choose one of two goals that they will try to complete during this mission. The Mind Thief can choose between indigent, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, I don't know what that means. Loot no gold piles or chests during the scenario. You gain 6 XP if you don't do any of that. Or Protector, allow none of your allies to become exhausted during the scenario. Oof, okay. Neutralizer for the Scoundrel, cause a threat to be sprung or disarmed on your turn. On the turn of one of your scenario. Can we check your deck here? I think I removed the one that disarms traps. Okay. Loot 5 or more gold piles during the scenario. 5 or more gold piles. Yeesh. I think I took another ability. Yes, this one here that will cause her to move an enemy, and we can try to move them into a trap, or alternatively, she could run into a trap by herself and take the damage. Not ideal, but to get the XP, I'll do anything for the XP. Loot 5 or more gold piles. Yeah, that's, I mean, I want to do that, but with one character, that sounds like it's not that easy to do. I'm going to go for the neutralizer and hope that we get that going. Hunter, kill 1 or more elite monsters during the scenario. We can probably do that with the brew. Kill 3 or fewer monsters during the scenario. Oh, pacifist. Interesting. I think I can get away with that. Same amount of XP for those. Streamliner. Have 5 or more total cards in your hand and discard at the end of the scenario. That's not gonna happen for the Spellweaver. Explorer says reveal a room tile by opening a door on your turn during the scenario. That is impossible in this specific scenario, so I guess we're going for the Streamliner. And then allow none of your allies to become exhausted. That is always the goal, but we would get more XP if I don't loot any gold with the Mind Thief. The main thing is to remember not to do it, but for 3 XP I'm gonna certainly try. So, in we go, enter the dungeon. I'm a little bit on the fence about the whole XP thing, because I read that the level of the party, as it were, will, if I level up my party, for example, I will be also increasing the level of the monsters. So, like, I've talked a lot about this in games in general. I hate level adjustment, where you adjust the level of the difficulty and the challenges to the level of the player. Because if I level up my character, I want it to be an achievement. I want to feel stronger. If they always match the level of the monster to the level of my characters, I am never growing. I am always on equal footing with the AI, no matter what I do. It feels weird. It might not be a big problem in this game, I don't know, but like, still, it makes me not that interested in XP after all. Anyway, the trainer says, this is a bounty mission, which means you succeed. To succeed, you will need to kill a certain number of enemies. The good news is that the whole battle will take place in this one single clearing. The bad news is that the enemies will keep spawning until you kill enough. They are certainly higher level than last time I saw these guys. So we have 2 Bandit Guard Elite and 1 Bandit Archer Elite. And oh, and the map is randomized. I did not know that was be the case. Interesting. We've got a trap there, a trap there, none of which I can make the enemy move into. Fun stuff. And here I will do 2 things. First, I will show you each deck of every character that I have brought to the fight. So this is the Spellweaver, and you can pause the recording and read if you are into that kind of thing. That's entirely your prerogative. Yeah, that's all that the Brute has. Here we see the Scoundrel, like that, and then the Mind Thief, like that. And so, of course, I will be talking about all of these cards as I play them, but I thought for right now I will pause the recording and make a little cut here, and then I will plan the first turn, do the whole setup, because this specific turn, the first turn, will usually take me, well, in the one time that I did it anyway, this took me quite a while, and I sort of have to lay out a strategy for the whole thing. I'll run you through it quickly once I'm done planning it, but this can take maybe 10-20 minutes, and I don't want to waste your time. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. Okay, I think we are ready for reference. This took me 5 minutes. Okay, yeah. So anyway, first of all, I want to point out, look at this. The Brute and the Scoundrel is strengthened, and I think that's from that one event that we had, I think in the first or second episode. We hadn't really had a real battle since then with them, so this is where it triggers the strengthen mechanic for them. I'm guessing that's it. Quickly going through the turn, we have Provoking, Roar, and Trample set up for the Brute. Hoping to trample through and hit someone with the Provoking Horde to disarm. Pretty easy. Gnawing Horde being played, and I'm trying to activate Mind's Weakness on the Mind Thief, so not much special here. I have added 8 from the Ether that we haven't seen before to the Spellweaver's deck. This is a summon, just like the Mind Thief has, which with a ranged unit. So I thought we would throw that in and throw it on the battlefield here. Impaling Eruption will be able to impale all the way through these two guys here, hoping to make some good damage with that. And then the Scoundrel is doing Sinister Opportunity, which allows her to move an enemy near them as long as they move along the adjacent to them. So if she can move in here after this guy has moved, I can move the archer here into the trap there. That'll be the goal, and then she's gonna stab someone with some poison after the fact. Poisoning these two guys with the shields will be key, I think, to taking them down. We'll end the selection and see how this goes. So they will go first, as planned. Archer will move 2, but an attack at range 6, so she will not move. Attack 3, poison, create a trap next to her. Okay, that might work out to my advantage. And oh, we're getting unlucky here. These guys are not moving. I guess that is kind of lucky, since they're gonna shield, sure, but then they won't attack me, the Bandit Elite Guard. Okay, so them going first was good for me, I think. Still, I kind of wanted them to move. This might be to my advantage, though. We will take that damage there. He gets poisoned, and of course she puts the trap there. So now I can move this guy into that trap. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that'll work out. Cool. First goes the Brute, and I will trample. Maybe I won't. This is a burn thing. Maybe we do not want to burn a card early in this fight. I could just move normally and then use the piercing attack to pierce his 3 shield there. It only has pierce 2, so he'll count as having 1 shield then for the attack. I think I will go with that and keep my burn card. I don't think this counts as direct damage, the attack here, so it would be soaked by his shield anyway. So indeed I will go just 1 step up here. Skip the rest of his movement. Now we're playing carefully, playing the right thing. Here it'll do about 2 damage. We will have advantage. Very good. I suppose I will poison him, because why wouldn't I? No, I won't, because I'm about to push him into this trap. He will die rather quickly. Ooh, that was a really good hit. He is dead this round. Awesome. Unless I'm unlucky. The Mind Thief will play the rat here. Yes. And then I did the wrong thing again. Here I did the thing where I could assume that I could play the top card on every card here, so that was my mistake. I will then move up here. Or do we want to try to get in towards the Bandit Elite Guard here? That is tricky. Now I'm going to lose the mind's weakness that I really want to activate. So I've already made a mistake. Am I allowed to restart rounds? You can restart the round at the start of the round or on your mercenary's turn during the action selection. Let me read that again. You can restart the round at the start of the round, so that's too late, or on your mercenary's turn during action selection. Okay. So we can't abuse it. Like, it is meant to sort of be if you plan something incorrectly. You can be like, oh, I did a bad planning. Not after the turns have started or the actions have been executed, which is fair. I just didn't know how it worked. Let me go over here, I think. No, I will go here. This is a little bit risky, but I will go for it. And Mind Thief's turn. Here I will summon the Mystic Ally. Haven't seen this one in action before. Should be fun. Boom. And then the Impaling Eruption, which as I understand it, this does not hit allies, and indeed it looks to be the case here. Will I go for Eagle Eye Goggles? Yes. Because I'm not sure I can get the kill without it on the Bandit Guard Elite. And yeah, why not? I'm hitting 2 guys. We did not get the kill on the Bandit Guard Elite there. Well, we are going to shift him as well, so maybe. So the first thing I will do is the Sinister Opportunity. We move over here. Confirm the movement. I'm so scared everything I click, I might click something wrong, so I'm trying to be really careful. Skip movement. Yes, we do not want to move the Scoundrel further. Now comes an ability, the next thing on the card. I can move a target. Confirm the target. Move him over here. Confirm the movement. And something weird happened there. Interesting. Takes 3 damage. Oh, because this trap deals 6 damage. But this trap was a different kind of trap spawned by the elite archer. I was wondering, because I thought for a second that the shield soaked some of the damage, but that's not what happened. It was just a different damage valued trap. Noted. I assumed it was going to do 6. My mistake. Another one. We will then just stab him and apply poison to him. That's fine. Getting nothing out of the advantage there. That's kind of sad. So no damage dealt. But we did apply poison. This is going to be really rough. I didn't kill a single one of them. Yeah. And more will spawn now. But I've noticed that we had this like whole wall of traps, which is kind of interesting because I think they don't run into the traps by themselves. And why would they? This is 6 damage. So he's going to have to run all the way around here. Which means no matter what, I'm going to be able to funnel them through this little area here. Right? Sounds good to me. Another spawner coming in here. Another Bandit Guard. And it is as I assumed it would be, that these guys are, what am I trying to say? They are not spawning in as elites, none of them. The only elites that we face are the ones that started on the board. This guy has an innate attack supply model, but that's a timed thing, like the shield, right? No. I thought maybe. No, that was the attack that he was planning. I'm looking now at the attack modifier decks that they have, and it looks like they have shared it with the archer. The archer being the only one that has an attack, has a -1, has used a -1, and all the other monsters are sharing the same deck. This is something that I hadn't confirmed for myself. Alright, cool. Now we want to go before these 2 guys if we can, and try to kill one before they move. That would be preferable. I don't think these 2 in the back can do anything. But how can I move before these guys? Maybe I can like disarm one. That would be cool. So like shield bash will stun. That would be nice. The eye for an eye. Spear dagger. I think I just used the disarm card. Next 6 sources of damage. The warding strength here would be nice to play. We can push people into traps like this one here. Ooh, look at that. Yes, I like that. So if I could place him here, push into that trap. I think I want to try that. he would have to go fairly early in the turn to make that work. So 2 movement is not enough. 2 movement, 2 movement. Here's 6, here's 3. Oh, but if I can... Ah, look at this. I will go with the leaping cleave. This one has jump on it, so I can fly over here, push this guy into that trap there. At speed 32, which is not great, but it's better than nothing. Okay, Spellweaver. What can we do to end this guy's career? I don't think you have anything. Do you have a stun? She can make herself invisible in front of him with the smoke bomb and act as an obstacle, but it won't block his movement entirely. Yeah, I think that's a no. I know you have a stun. Perverse Edge. Range 2, so slightly too short range. Disarm. That's a burn. The stun here is not a burn. And so I would love to play the Perverse Edge. It means that I would have to move with a different ability. Like the Scurry. So I could scurry up here and shoot in melee range at this guy, and that would be fine. We can do an ally may perform an attack here. He can also make an ally move, which is interesting. An ally within range 3 may perform a move 4. Huh. Now I will go for Perverse Edge with the stun. With the Scurry. There. At speed 8, he should go first. So that takes this guy out of the round. I'm killing the archer, but it will shoot. And this Bandit Guard lead, it would be nice if I could kill it before it moves, but I have my doubts. We have Earth infused, which is just not enough to do anything. Mana Bolt will spend that if I want. And I could shoot at this guy over here. He has to die eventually. We've already activated your Streamliner. No, of course not. Frost Armor can also shoot. Just as the Mana Bolt. Huh. They have the same attack on them. Look at that. But I will go for the Mana Bolt with a move on any of the cards. I think I will go for the Frost Armor. That's fine. No, the Frost Armor is fairly high initiative or low initiative. So I should use something else to move closer to that guy. Fire Orbs is a really good attack. Let's go for the Reviving Ether. And then the Scoundrel. We could make you really high initiative and then play... I didn't spend that one, right? No, it's called... Special Mixture... Trickster's Reversal here. The next time you suffer damage this round, suffer no damage instead. Or you can do the attack with it instead, which is good against shielded opponents. At speed 9, I think that's fine. That rhymed and it wasn't intentional, but I couldn't help but smile a little to myself there. And then if you do the suffer no damage, then you would have an attack. That could be the single out. Yes. And if you do the top one, you could do the bottom half of single out here, and that would be fine. So single out is the other one. And that's all the play, all the card planning. I think actually that was pretty good. So I will go with that. And when do you move? Oh, I want the Mystic Ally to move after him. So maybe we can make you go at speed 80 instead. That's fine. Okay. And selection. Okay, and they are fairly fast always, it seems. Bandit Guard is gonna stand still. That's these two out here and just shield themselves. Okay. Bandit Guard Elite will do the same again. But going after the Scoundrel here. So if she moves away, he won't attack. That's kind of nice. And the Archer will attack with 5 at range 5. Ooh. Ouch. Range 5 with 5 damage. And I think this means that he goes before my brute. What determines that, I don't know, but it would have been nice if my brute went first, because he's gonna kill the archer elite. No, okay, my brute goes first. Yes! Awesome. Okay, so first comes our little attack over here. We will scurry in and then do the stun against him. But that's not necessary. It's not necessary because he's about to waste his turn if I don't move in to melee distance. But if I stand here and shoot at him, I'm going to loot, and I don't want that. So I think we will do the scurry in and attack. It's fine. It's just a little bit weird when we didn't have to. Confirm the movement, then skip the rest of the movement, then do the attack. Do apply the poison here, that's fine. This is a reusable thing. -1, yeah, so no damage going in. He had to roll a +2 to do anything there. But now it's poison, so that means every other attack will have a higher chance of doing something. Here we have disadvantage. We're only doing it for the stun. It doesn't really matter. And again, we might roll high, but we have disadvantage here, so probably not rolling high. Confirm the targets. Indeed. Oh, we're losing a +2. That's too bad. But we got the stun off. We can do the minus stamina potion. No. And Mind Thief's turn. Good. He is doing what? Elite, he is doing poison and muddle. I do not want to have poison applied to me preemptively if we can avoid it. So I would love to run away from him. Which means I might like to single out and then move away with this one, or we can move away with this one and then burn the Trickster's Reversal. I would rather not burn the Trickster's Reversal, so I think I will attack the single out here, which is not super great here. If I move, where would I move? No, I want to move away and grab the gold after punching. So we attack, and there's a chance of damage because he's poisoned. But we roll them -2. Oh my god. Not getting lucky with those. But we're getting them out of the deck, I suppose. There, we pick up the gold. Now it's their turn. Shielding. It's interesting with those two here. This is the first time I see an enemy use the same card twice in a row, meaning that it's not like they are moving through a deck that then has to be reused, or maybe there was 2 copies of that action card in their deck. I'm not sure how that works, but it tells me, I think, that they are reshuffling the deck every turn. We are going to execute the maneuver here that I talked about and kill the archer before he shoots. I think this was a really, really nice turn for us. Pushing him away. Doesn't matter what the damage we do, because we are going to push him in here and then just push him there. No, why would we? Here, just in there, skip the rest of the push. Let me just redo that. We're pushing him here, then skipping the rest of the push. This should be allowed. That is not how that worked. Oh my god. Okay. It's not like movement. Noted. Oh god. Okay, that was terrible. This is me learning things here. Okay. I thought we could divide up the push like that. I could have just pushed him sideways in order to not expend the other trap. That was terrible. And we cannot redo the round. Oh god. No saves coming. I guess we're not doing eye for... I'm gonna have to just burn a card to not take this damage. There's no other play. So, stun... Something that is a burn card anyway would be preferable here. So like the shield bash with the stun. Or the move 6 here with the pierce. Yeah, this one's hard to execute. Let's do it. Oh god. So that mistake cost me a burn card, but he did die. To the Mystic ally here. Then we have a mana bolt to spend. I don't want to shoot at the shielded guy here, so I will do what I said. I will move over here. And I'm going to assume that this guy doesn't run into the trap. There, we will spend... The green one seems to be the only one waning. The other one are considered strong, so we will keep them and burn the earth one here. Damage dealt, very nice. And Spellweaver's turn. More are spawning in. Here will be a Bandit Guard next turn. Here's an enemy spawning in, a Bandit Archer in the middle of my group. And we're still dealing with these two here, so that might be problematic. Huh. Now, I don't know how hard these guys punch. They did 4 damage in each of the other rounds. We might try something like the empathetic. I want to activate an augment. That's the parasitic influence, which means you have to tank a hit first. At 6 life, that might be a bad idea. But if they get 1 shot, what are they good for anyway, am I right? But I can do empathetic assault as the movement ability, of course. So, like, this one to do the attack to heal self, I suppose, is fine. Yeah, I want to let him take a punch. I am going to do it. That's the attack. Now we're looking for the bottom half of another card. The bottom half of another card. One ally may perform a move, force an enemy within a range 5 to perform attack 2. Frigid Aberration would stun, but that's a burn card. Here, move and heal. Yeah, so you take the hit, then you punch back and heal, and then you move and heal self. I think that makes a lot of sense. We have ice and air. Freezing Nova is a range 0. We cannot augment anything other than the frost armor attack. Which is fine, we'll do that. And move to here. But this could also be another attack if I wanted. Okay, so 2 attacks maybe. Depending on his initiative, if he moves away. The Brute. Something self-healing to get rid of the poison wouldn't actually be half bad here. Overwhelming Assault could be the 6 damage here. How do we murder that guy, though? Retaliate is a way to get around the shield. We've learned that, I think. And he just did 2 fast actions, so there's a chance, at least, that he would have a slower action coming up. Okay, 1 for each time you retaliate this round. I think I would love to activate that. And then maybe attack 2 for the movement, or just move. The push 1. No, the push 2. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Push. And push. No, that wouldn't work. No, I don't see how I can end up pushing this guy into a trap, unfortunately. Push all adjacent enemies. The shield self would be nice. And that guarantees that I will be quicker in the initiative. So there. And I think you want to go late in the initiative now, Mrs. Let's see. Throwing knives has multiple targets, which is nice. I can shoot at each of them. Backstab would be a good way to overcome their defenses. I wonder how they would target. Is this a thing that we can learn about right now? Yes. Let's go and say monster behavior. Monster focus. Aha. A specific enemy, either character or character summon. Using the least amount of movement, yes. Shortest possible path, sure. If this enemy is considered the closest, doesn't matter. If more than one enemy is tied for being the closest, the second priority focus is to the enemy who's earlier in the initiative order. Aha! Summons are focused before the character. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So if I place my scoundrel here with 6 initiative, then this guy would choose to punch her rather than the brute, which is not what I want. So I will get the special mixture, for example. To move on poison, or this one to loot every hex. I could move over here and loot that, then punch him. Yeah, with the swift bow. And then backstab him if needed. Okay, I am happy with this setup. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bandit Elite will move 4 if needed. Bandit Guard will move 5. Ooh, okay, so 1, 2, 3 for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can attack too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy will not attack. 30 and 30. Okay, so we get to go first with the characters that I wanted to go first with. We will shield self here. And then retaliate 2. Yeah, this is exactly how he wanted to play his turn. Now I know he's poisoned, so this is not super ideal, but it is better than nothing with the shield. I think he will live. And Brute's turn. Fortunate draw there. Do the summons share their own deck, or do they use... I think they use her deck. Yeah, okay, so whenever that poor draw there would take it from the Spellweaver at least. So that's fine. Here we can do 2 shots against this Bandit Guard over here. Pew pew. And more pew pew. Boosting it with... doesn't matter, they're both gonna get removed. -1. Man, I'm getting unlucky with the attack modifiers. Hopefully the luck will turn soon. This was intentional. This is what we wanted, I hope. Now I forgot to read what else they do. They muddle. Okay, not a big deal. Receive the damage. Yeah, so we should heal that back up. Yeah, and I would take that damage. He takes 2 back for that. Very nice. Now comes more damage. +1. Ooh, we are getting unlucky here. What other attack modifiers do they have left? Okay, we can at least burn a card for the next one. If we have to. I don't want to burn a card for this. Oh. Oh, it was... I was blocked. I thought he would get to me too. Okay. No disaster yet. Good. The backstab would kill the elite guy and finally get him off the board. I think that's the play now. And also provide an escape route for the brute for next turn. And I want to pick up the gold. So here. Confirm action. Okay, and then backstab. I will kill the one that we have had trouble killing here. Yeah. Confirm targets. This is a burn card. Oh, I could do it with a basic attack, but then it won't kill him. No, I gotta kill him. Oh, 6 damage then. Nice. It's sad that we ended up spending the big attack modifier there. Then the Mind Thief will do that thing there. I'm not sure if she gets to heal here with this. with this attack, but it's supposed to be a heal self on melee attacks from then on. -1. Heal 2. Nice. Confirm targets. That makes it a semi-tank, which is kind of interesting. And I wonder where I would place you then. I think here. Yes. To tank a little bit more. It's interesting. Undo waypoint. No, here. I think, yes. Oh no, no, no. I want the rat to move into that square next turn, I think. Maybe not. No. Yeah, I'll tank with him. What could possibly go wrong? Skip movement, but then do heal. Back to full health. Good stuff. Now, we need to save the brute's life, obviously. We might have trouble doing that, eh? Yes, we will have a hard time doing that. The spare dagger would have to go first, and I can only move 2 with that, so where would I go even? Oh, I can move more if I play the spare dagger for the attack, and then move with one of the other cards, of course. You'd think I'd never played this game before. This, I actually don't know what happens if I push an enemy into a wall. Is that even a thing? Like a wall bash? Probably not. We also have healing abilities, I'm aware. There must be something. 8 from the ether is active. Here, heal range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so the heal 4 will happen to happen this turn. Oh, and he's poisoned, so the first heal would go into that. I would love to run away with him and do a long rest. He only burned 1 card so far. Maybe it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. A push from your current location would be interesting since it pushes them into this trap here. There are many options to consider. If this guy attacks, he will target the one with the highest or lowest initiative of the 2. So I could go high on the sweeping blow here. Then this guy would come in and attack him, and that's what it is, you know. Can't have everything. But that would be only 1 attack then. That feels risky. That feels risky. So we should do this one and then the spare dagger. 64 is very high. Let me go spare dagger first and hope to have a chance to get out. This was a bandit archer. Yeah, okay. Freezing Nova and Fire Orbs. Fire Orbs has a range of 3. If I place you here, you can hit 1, 2, and 3. I think that's the play. At lower initiative? And we can choose the heal if need be. So I will go for Fire Orbs first to go later in the initiative, and we'll see what we end up with. Do you have a heal for someone else? You do not. Okay. But a lower initiative than the brute is important here. We can pull an enemy into a trap over here. That would kill him. Special mixture, poison an adjacent enemy, throwing knives. Loot 2. Attack 2, range 3, 2 targets. There's a risk of the Mind Thief being killed by the enemy archer here. There's so many risks this turn. We're going to be hit pretty hard. And I'm, if I'm honest, I'm a little bit worried here. Self-heal shouldn't be important, but smoke bomb. And I suppose throwing knives first. Okay. Do you have a heal for someone else? We can force them to attack each other. We can move an ally, moving the brute out with 4 move. That is pretty good here. And frigid apparition would stun an adjacent enemy as a burn card. Okay, how many have we killed? 2 out of 10. Okay. Pushing... Oh, I should have pushed this guy up here. Why didn't I do that? Now that's not too late, technically. If I move over there and then push him in. I want you to go late in the turn, I think, with possession then. So that they move first, this guy will move up here, and then the rat will attack him. That means you take a punch, sure, and you might, to be fair, you might die here. Yeah, push 3, oh. So then I can push him back to where he came from. Okay, I mean, there's a chance that we lose a character this round. There's also a chance that this works out really well. Who dares wins, am I right? Attack 3, 4. Oh, we are going to die. But to be fair, they have spent more of their positive markers, attack modifiers, rather than the low one. So maybe they low roll this one, hey? Let's hope. They have 50 though. Oh, okay, maybe I can do some shenanigans. Yeah, what shenanigans am I thinking of here? Not really any, right? Uh-oh. Now, if I move you instead of pulling one, I can move you over here, and that will make this guy punch you. You have more health. The archer will shoot at the mine thief. And what are you doing? Push adjacent enemies. Sweeping blow and then move 2. Yeah, I think she has to move over here. Throwing knives might want to go first. We can kill... Theoretically, we could kill you. With a bit of luck. And this would be... a disadvantage roll, so I think I would go for the archer. No luck there. And no luck there. Alright. Maybe one day, eh? I think this is the play to tank with her. Although this is questionable at best. She picks up the gold, that's nice. Here's the brute. The brute can throw the spare dagger. Which, if I move the brute, that frees up this spot for another attack against the scoundrel. I'm realizing that now. Which is terrible. They come in with 3 attack, so that's 6 against her, plus the 4 here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I did not think that through. I think I didn't think that through. Okay. We are losing a character. I can burn a card. I can always burn a card. Okay, so let's think again. I can burn a card, so then who do I want to burn a card from? That is the real question here. Her active card is the special mixture. We could burn that. That might not be the end of the world. He's only being hit by 1 attack. I could burn 1 card from him. In favor of punching this guy and then pushing him into the trap, which would kill him. You know, so there's that. Bandit Archer coming in. Sweeping blow. Ranged attack. You are disadvantaged no matter who you attack and where. So 3 here. and then push him into the 6 damage trap that would kill him. I think that's the play. And I will have to burn a card with him. Oh, it did 0 damage. Are you kidding me? Okay, maybe that's not gonna work then. No, it's not. We don't want... if I destroy the trap, then all of a sudden they have access to this square 2, or hex. So he will move in, and the other guy might move over here and kill the summon, which I do not want. So where can I go to push someone where it would matter? Not anywhere. I could run away, that leaves more attacks on her, but that's what we were planning for in the first place. I think we go here. Oh, I can move over here and push him into that trap. Huh. I think I found the play then. And he's going to have to burn a card this turn. Skip any extra movement. Push him into this trap. The minor healing potion would just get rid of the poison, which is also important, I suppose. He's going to be punched quite a bit this turn. He is so dead. But he will have to burn a ton of cards in order to not be exhausted here. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah. So burn the first available card, sure. Burn Overwhelming Assault. Oh, look at that, getting lucky. He had disadvantage for some reason. Not sure why they didn't go for the summon there. Because she would lower an initiative, I suppose, but I thought the summon would always be prioritized. But only over the summoner, apparently. Okay. Everyone is still alive. Somehow. We could do the precision to try to do a big hit against the elite here. It might kill him. If I'm lucky. What is this? Minus stamina potion. And then we would have a 2 attack to play against whoever we want. And the archer hasn't gone yet. Oh, I could kill the archer before it goes. Confirm targets. Kill her. Oh, with a disadvantage. Oh, but we got lucky. Finally. Now the bad news is that I can go nowhere to attack the enemy here without picking up gold, which would deny him the indigent. I'm not sure how to say that. I don't want to run through a trap, surely. Maybe I do. Oh, 6 damage would kill him immediately. I thought it was a 3 damage trap for a second there. No. So either ignore the indigent, whatever. Indigent, and then... Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. That's fine. We gotta kill some enemies here. I'm gonna come over here. No, I want him to tank for the brute right now. I know he's not gonna do much damage here. It's fine. +1. Nice. And he says confirm targets. He's self-healing. That's fine. Okay. He failed his quest. Summon goes. Move 3. I cannot go there on do waypoint. We can only hit 2 of the 3 that I wanted to hit. With the fire orbs. Oopsie daisy, that is not the one. We want to do 2 movement from here. 1, 2, 3. Confirm movement. And maybe I should have healed instead here. Or healed here for 4. Yeah. That feels like a mistake, not doing that. And this is also a burn card. I can add this for 1 plus 1 damage, but this is a permanent usage. We would never see the potion again. I think I will not. Plus 2, nice. Haven't really landed an attack modifier where it really mattered yet. Oh, and another Bandit Guard spawns in here. Jesus.